Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stone-Faced Reactions. I'm Theta, this is Lessons, and we are here with another episode of Macross 7, episode 31. How about you go ahead and remind us what happened last time?
Episode 30. The formula for a love triangle that didn't happen on screen. I mean, not that we've not seen it before, I guess. Basically, what happens is Gebenik switches tactics and brainwashes a bunch of Centrati from Macross 5, gives them mechs so they can go attack Macross 7. They do that, and our new scientific expert on their side, as Gabble, yeah. He finds a way to jam the sound force for a little bit anyway. But eventually, Basara just sings very hard at the enemy and deprograms them. And so the Centrati are liberated from this brainwashing. In the meanwhile, also, Mylene is worried about Basara just going all around the place. Just give me a moment. That if you heard that beeping
Oh
in the
yeah, no,
background.
heard that, and then the alert. I assume it's the like one of those emergency alert weather things.
It's a Amber Alert.
Oh,
Um,
I never actually
yeah,
heard one of those on the thing before.
yeah. And sorry, going back to what I was saying, Basara is again sneaking off. Well, not sneaking off. He just walks off. But this time he walked with the Sheba unit backpack thing to try to wake up Sybil. Um, and he tries, doesn't work. Giggle shows up. He plays the guitar that Basara just left there because, of course, that's what you do. You just leave your musical instruments in the middle of the forest. And he was like, music. So there was an attack. Missiles happen. Oh, and we also get an interview with Gamlin saying that he can't get over Q something 69,
UM69.
QM69. Uh, we actually don't. He seems like manipulating kind of like chair on a wall,
He
but he
just
doesn't seem to be strapped into it or anything like that. So we
no,
don't know how that works.
he's showing Mylene how it works, and he also
Yeah,
describes it as something that well, he gives actual examples of Basara doing it, and apparently everyone in Emerald Force is capable of doing it, because you need to
yeah.
be able to do it to pilot a VF-19, which then
Mhm.
assumes that Dyson could also do it. So, and I mean, I've
So
brought this up in the past how much better a pilot Dyson appeared to be than anybody else in the show so far.
true. That's true.
Well, I mean, because if you, I've specifically said before, Gamelin seems slow compared to everyone else that we've ever seen been really good in a
Yeah.
Valkyrie before. And apparently, I guess this is the show explaining to us why lightsaber fights in the original trilogy looks so much slower to the prequels. That
Yeah.
I'm actually just not very good at this kind of fighting. And
Yeah.
Basara really is why he's moving so much faster than anyone else in the show.
And basically Mylene talks about, and he talks about Basarum, and he's like, "Oh, you don't dislike Basar?" It's like, "Well, I don't dislike him. I mean, like, I found him annoying, but like everyone else does."
But we had
And
2 minutes of time to fill, so she asked him 17 times in a row.
yeah, and oh yeah, and so the battle happens. Bazara sings extra hard at the enemy, deprograms the Centrati, who are basically told stop fighting, and then what's his name? I just mentioned his name. Um, had a breakthrough and actually pilots his fighter extra well and kicks the ass of the other guy who has to run away in a ball of light because his ship got blown up. So there you go.
It took me a
End
bit
of
for you to
episode.
figure out you were talking about Gamlin.
Gambling,
They
yeah.
had a breakthrough. Okay, male character had a breakthrough. There's a bunch of them on screen. Pilots this thing really well. Maybe he's talking about Ray, because Ray got shot down and had to pilot into
Yeah.
a crash landing. It's like, okay, who are we talking?
It was gambling. I was talking about gambling. And that's the episode. At the end, we have a bunch of Centrati who are recovering from being brainwashed, and that's it.
Yeah, that is basically it. And it looks like we're going to get more of the same on this episode, just with a lot more pink.
Yeah.
I mean, I got nothing to add. Anything you want to talk about before we get into the episode?
Not really.
All right, let's go ahead and get on into it.
But before we get started,
Make sure that you hit the like button.
Hit that subscribe button.
Comment down below to feed that algorithm.
on top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this,
Unfiltered.
Uncensored.
And uncut.
as well as some early access stuff,
You can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
Could have done with a second opening, but I don't think that was in their budget. I don't know. Maybe it's just me and the modern sensibility of enjoying multiple openings. Because at least on multiple openings, you can change what you're featuring.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, here in episode 1, this opening, you don't want to give away the story of what's happening halfway through the season. Or not even a season, halfway through the show.
Yeah.
For the second opening, I mean, you already have a soundtrack. These people singing music throughout the show. Just animate something. Show us, give us hints. Don't know what Ghost Hands is about still. Although maybe we will this episode. I believe they mentioned something in the next time on about Basara's secrets. However, I think that's literally just the reporter taking pictures of him in the woods with Sybil.
Yeah.
It's also, it could just be Mylene's hand. This show has been nothing if but Mylene trying to reach out to Basara.
And Mazzara being unapproachable. As
Well,
always.
except to other people. Basara's got time for Rex. Spent all night with Rex.
Training her.
Mm-hmm. Lots of belts and collars, I'm sure.
They do get a lot from reusing these ships.
Shots.
They
Reusing
said,
these
yeah,
shots.
Not, yeah. The Milky Road. We're back to that.
Yeah, I already brought that up. It was in the opening. Imagine forgetting all this every episode.
見て見てこの銀スポ熱気バサラは林民名の再来かったって
Technically,
敵に
yes.
洗脳されたゼントラーディの心を呼び覚ました行為はまさしく林民名のそれでありか
笑っちゃうわよねそんなことあるわけないじゃない
I'd argue that Lin May's singing did not bring the Zentradi to their senses and in fact drove them crazy.
練習を始めるぞ
I mean, compared to how they were living, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, they were cold, logical, warlike people before. Everything that happened post the destruction of Earth proved that the Zentradi did not become sensible because of Lin May's singing.
それはおめでとうございます
And that song is from Macross Plus. But no, the audience won't hear it, but yeah.
I don't hear it.
お任せください
Probably for the best. I don't think I liked any of the Macross Plus songs.
私例の写真使わせてもらうわよそう明日の記事他にもあったらこっちに回してちょうだい
Training.
高く買い取るわ
Dumb smile on your face.
バルゴ
So another monster of the week. Right?
俺に用か。
私がお前などに用があるはずもない。
では他が我を呼び覚ました。
私だ。
So it is a giant version of the humanoid ones.
その目はなんとゲペルニッチ様。我を先に呼び覚ますとは。
夢の隙間にお前の姿を見たのだ。
夢。
遥かなる星々のきらめきの間に消えては輝き、輝い
You know
て
what
は
bards are.
さすらいの銀融詩人が奏でるようなまどろみの夢だ。
我が力、必要とあればいつでもお貸ししましょう。
Well, he's a kaiju-sized creature that actually speaks this time around.
That's what
so
I
he's
said.
not
He's
dumb.
a giant version of the humanoid ones.
Yeah.
But I don't understand how Geppernick knows what a bard is. 500,000 years ago, you know, before human civilization, before we created bards. See, I would appreciate it if, like, Giggle was dying in the background. You know, he's not taking any spiritual because he's trying to make sure Sybil gets everything.
やっぱりそうだった
Did
ん
they
だ、あ
edit
の二人。
Ray out?
Yeah, I guess so.
すっごい騒ぎになってる。せっかくバサラに本当のところを聞こうと思ったのに。でも大丈夫、こういう時には。
And yet couldn't figure out where Basara went when you saw one of these hatches on the street.
きっとレックスのところに逃げたのよ。それしか考えられないわ。
レックス。
やいてめえら、いい加減な記事ばっかり書きやがって。覚悟できてんだろうな。レックスが。
ジャネット君、売り上げが2倍に跳ね上がったそうだ。
How do you knock him off doing something you've already
スキャ
done?
ンダラスヒーローの乱れた私生活ね。この間まで林民名の再来とか持ち上げられていたのが、もうこれか？
マイケルの言ったことは本当だったのよ。もうバサラってほんとしょうもないやつよね。
でもこの写真いつ撮ったんだ？最近はレックスなんて来てないけどな。
だから3日って書いて
Yeah,
あ
in
るじゃ
fact, we
ない。
haven't seen Rex in forever.
しかしよくこんな写真が撮れたな。
実はずいぶん前の写真なんですけどね。ある人から譲り受けて。
何？事実や真相なんてのは豚に食われちまえばい
I'm
い
gonna bet it's Michael.
ともかく
I bet
この
Michael's
線
the
でデッキバ
source.
サラを追い続けてくれ。
わかりました。
Hey, remember this? When this just happened?
Yeah.
やめな。レックス。ムキになったってしょうがないだろう。だって。あ、バサラ。
レックスの言う通りだぜ。
バサラ。乗るか。
おう。
Okay.
Does Rex have any memories of what she did when Sybil was in her body?
Apparently not.
へえ。
Well, I mean, we know that Rex has a thing for Basara, but you think she's
Yeah.
pissed off that something tried to take her over her body and have her have a thing with Basara?
そんなもの見たくもないわ。はい、視聴室。
You gotta have some feelings about it one way or the other.
If she remembers.
はい、マイケルです。バカ、こんなところまで
So
電
what I
話か
say,
けてきて。
the source could only have been
今
like,
はまずい、後でかけ直す。失礼いたしました。
誰？
いや、ちょっとした知り合いです。
Yeah, he's the source, all right.
well, who else is watching Basara in the place Mylene is at?
やけに騒がしくなっちまったな。
熱でもあんだろ、みんな。
悪かったな。
あ？何が？
いいのかいこんなところで。
ああ、
これから誰とデート？
眠れる森の美女ってところかな。
あっちこっちで泣かせてると痛い目に遭うよ。
そうだな。気をつけるよ。
I think we mentioned
Oh, she's
Rex.
cool with it.
Yes, I don't think we mentioned Rex in our love triangle thing.
Wow.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out why they were putting him next to Hikaru.
Yeah.
But what if, though? Right? What if this was true?
I doubt it.
But what if?
It would suck.
あのな、なんで毎日銀スポやプラスポ買ってくんの？
だって定期購読申し込んじゃったんだもん。
わかった。お前につける薬はもうない。
他のゴシップ誌でも
There, it's the future. We're all beyond cure.
お前と別れた元恋人とかの手記が出てくる。
こっちの銀河セブンにはさ、バサラは
Ah, we're doing the multi. Instead of having just one pad, we have like the multi-pad thing, treating them like
まあ
books.
そこまでデタラメが書けるよな。
で、どれが本当の記事？
バーカ。
It's kind of annoying that every time they have a chance to give Basara's backstory out,
知らんな。
we just don't do it.
俺と出会う前は何やってたんだろう。
みんないい加減なんだから。
Like, right there, right? They're like, we just don't care about our backstories. And Eileen's like, come on, you guys. Imagine if Basara just got fucking killed, right? Reporter turns out not to be that great of a driver, sideswipes,
あ
dead.
なた銀スポの記者なんだな。
ええ、そうよ。あなたにいろいろ聞きたいことがあるの。教えてちょうだい。あなたの過去にまつわるすべてのこと。私、本当のあなたのことを書きたいのよ。
本当の俺？
そう。
ここにいるよ。本当の俺ならね。
じゃあ、ここにいる本当のあなたに聞くわね。植物プラントに何しに行くの？
え？
当てましょうか。ズバリ、ミレーヌ・ジーナスとの密会。
I mean, not even concerned that she knows where you're going.
It's Basara. He's clueless about everything. He doesn't care. He's like, I just do whatever I want, man.
どれどれ？
You know what it actually gives me the feel of? Babylon 5 with the recyclable newspapers.
なんですかこの記事は。
It's just even more up to date.
やっぱりあの二人できてたんだ。
そんなことがあってたまるか。
冗談じゃないわよ。なんで私なの？
I do also like the image of Gamlin drinking coffee and reading the newspaper.
ミレーヌさん、バサラさんとの件はどこまで進んでるんですか？
バサラさんは何と言ってミレーヌさんを口説いたんですか？
恐縮です。何か一言。今のご心境コメントしてください。
うるさい。
I mean, the real response should be, what?
今日こそバサラの本命の相手をスクープしてみせるわ。
I mean, we know that you do. Listen the next time on.
あれはスクープだわ。
Also, Giggle's not doing like the best job of hiding. He's like standing out there in the open.
Yeah.
And Basara just never fucking notices him.
力が足りねえんだ。アニマスピリチュア。生のリズ。
So that helps. Thank you for your constructive criticism.
お前が
Also, Basara, who's like avoided every hit up until now.
Why is he just taking hits on this guy?
I think he's draining himself with spiritual when he's doing this, so he's just like... That's why he's always tired and not singing well when he comes back from this, as Mylene's been complaining about. Draining her with Dirk. Also love how he ran full speed at her and then Basara just fucking shows up.
And took the hit.
Why kill her? Why not just put her in a coma? You want her spiritual anyway. Look, I can't say that this isn't satisfying, though. This is still fun to watch.
Is it?
Yeah.
I find it painful.
Yeah. This is everything I want Basara to do. Get hit. So.
He's just so dumb. He's just getting hit and hit after hit and hit. And he just keeps singing.
Yeah. It kind of sounded like he was about to start crying, which would have been like the icing of the cake on that one.
Now he's crying.
I didn't want him to cry. I want the other one to cry. So what the hell did you do with your gun? Now I want her to be like a real tabloid journalist, to be moved by this and then still publish the piece anyway. To be fair, Giggle has been here the whole time. Kaepernick's already told him he's nothing but a trifle. Same as Sybil, the only thing he cares about. This dude can teleport. That's just the thing now. I don't know, it's just kind of a jump. How do you know they're not native life forms to this planet? This alien planet. Why even have mouths? That's all you do is absorb spiritual. It is Pat Lawlor. And they're telekinetic monsters too. Funny enough, I think these things are things I would have seen like in the real Ghostbusters. But with like more color, like they all wouldn't have been fucking pink. Thank God we have an infinite number of VF-11s to destroy. I think she's faking. She keeps opening her eyes. Originally, they could have clogged up the speakers and like muffled the noise. Drained yourself?
You
Gave
saw?
everything to Sybil already? And it is that thing. Each one of them has their own fucking power.
お褒めに預かり光栄です。いよいよ本格的にプロジェクト M を始動する時が来たようだ。サウンドブースターを増産し、音楽隊を起動に乗せる。サウンドフォースを増やすとおっしゃるのですか？サウンドフォースはテストでしかない。我々はこれを本来の形にしなければならん。
It is a military operation. Oh man, you know what it is? You remember the Idiocracy?
Yeah.
The rock and roll thing? The whole section of guys with rocking those guitars.
何言ってんだお前俺の歌は人殺しの道具じゃねえ
人殺し何言ってんのよ相手は化け物だったじゃない
I mean, technically they were.
Yeah.
Ray always shakes his head no as though he has authority. Unless you're 500,000 years old, Ray. You have no fucking idea.
やめるどういうことかね
もう少し本物にこだわってみようと思ったんです。
なんだ本物って
バサラの歌を聴けばわかりますよ。
おいジャネット君たくしょうがねえな今日の夕刊は俺が考えっか
And thus Janet joined the ranks of Rex and the others.
ほら今回のバサラの写真だ市長にはくれぐれも内緒だからな
もういらないわ。私この会社辞めたから。
おいジャネット
じゃあねマイケル兄さん。
I was literally gonna guess is she blackmailing him, but there we go. Just Big Brother.
みんなこの記事読んだ
お前まだ銀スポ買ってんの
定期購読しちゃってるんだから仕方ないでしょ
何熱気バサラとガムリン木崎の友情を超えた熱
Hey,
い
it's that thing I said last
つ
episode.
いにこっちの方向になっちゃったが
ねえこれ本当
See if I can make that into a
何
thumbnail.
考えてんの
This episode.
お前
Really confuse people.
Yeah.
Well, I always try to take sure I don't take like the main thing from the episode as the thumbnail.
Mhm.
You know, don't want a
True.
spoilery thumbnail.
Again, stuff happened, I guess.
Well, I mean, we kind of paid off the whole giggle thing. Because, I mean, I don't remember, probably you said it a while back, you thought Giggle was going to change sides.
Yeah. It seems that that's where it's going.
Well, that's why I keep saying it. His leader has told him he's nothing but a trifle. He's been upset about their goals this whole time. Yeah, he only cares about Sybil.
Yeah.
Which you can tell by the person that's helping him. He punched 17 times in a row.
Yeah.
Nothing says, please help my friend, like when you punch the doctor in the face.
Yeah, I guess so. It's just some weird choices, right?
Well, they feel like it feels like they're in the same realm as SDF Macross, which is to say that they have a lot of space to work in and not a lot of story planned. So it feels like they're like, well, what can we do to lengthen this out?
Yeah. And again, the whole Basara doesn't explain anything, that she just keeps singing.
組んでね歌遊撃隊のメンバーを集めてるんだって
くだらねえ
バサラはオーディションの審査員に選ばれたのよ
たく軍は何考えてやがるんだ
次回ザ・ミングバーズ
過激にファイヤー
So they're trying to
Yeah.
do a draft on musicians.
Guess so.
Well, I mean,
I guess it's a payoff for the old band Battle of the Bands they had like 20 episodes ago or something like that. Remember?
well, no, it's the commander from a little while ago with Chiba, who says we need to, start forming other military units out of this Sound Force thing.
Yeah, I know, but we do have other musicians in.
Not really.
You know.
No, because those guys only referred to people that we never saw. This is more like Alice Holiday and shit. What the hell's her name? She hasn't shown up yet. Maybe next episode.
No, but remember there was a Battle of the Bands, and there was a band before them. In fact, the band they got into a fight with Basara.
That wasn't a band. Those were those are groupies. Like I said, they were talking about bands. They were referring to the band that they were coming to support. We never saw those bands. The other guys, there was another group on the train, the subway, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
That was also coming there to see another band. Those guys weren't bands. They were also in the audience.
They were, but
no, they're not a band. I will bet money.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take that bet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm 100% certain that they refer to other bands. They're groupies. That's what I'm saying. Fleshakia and Alice Holiday are our two resident people that we've seen. Fleshakia hasn't appeared in an episode yet, but she's been like in the background singing on television screens and whatnot.
Yeah.
So she's the one that looks like Milia, confusingly. So either Milia is going to show up and is actually singing, or she's going to show up finally, and Alice Holiday, who's been in the same episode as Fleshakia in the background episode. So
yeah,
those are our real singing people. So if there was any payoff, it would actually be, I think Fleshakia showing up would be our actual payoff. Because we'd finally get to why she's been plastered throughout the background of everything. It would be a payoff for that.
Yep, that's. I really don't have any other thoughts on this episode other than more of the same.
I mean,
and Basara getting upset that he destroyed some pink blob things. Yeah, I get he's a pacifist, but
it's not the pacifist thing. I think he sees that his stuff is being used as a weapon, and he never wanted it to be a weapon. He's trying to sing to wake people up and to bring people together, which is started working, and then he sees that they're weaponizing it. Like, he doesn't want to destroy living creatures. So that's what he's getting upset about. This is more of, if we're going into the realm of payoffs, this is in the realm of, I'm not working for the military, when he stands on top of it when they're introducing Sound Force. This is more payoff to that. Very loose definition of the term payoff. Well, I mean, if you got nothing, then I got much more to add, because I think the giggle part of this episode was the entirety. Otherwise, the only reward of this episode was seeing all the fan theories about Basara. Ending with what I said last episode about Gamlin and Basara. So.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, once again, I have been Theta. This has been Lessons. We have been Stoneface Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?